It's Tuesday, the 31st of October. It's Halloween tonight, and I've spent most of the morning reviewing my my accounts for the month of October. Well, I say spent most of the morning. It didn't really take me that long to do, mainly because I haven't really done that much. My website and that kind of stuff really hasn't made very much money this month at all. To be honest, I've actually probably only made a tenth of what I normally do, which is a bit disheartening, really. It seems that Halloween for me for October hasn't really been that profitable. Nobody's been that interested in my stencils and MDFs and digi-downloads this year. Whether that's just down to the fact that what I've produced isn't interesting enough, or people just don't have the money to spend, or whatever. I mean, I appreciate that, you know, that the global economy isn't as buoyant as it was this time last year, but for whatever reason, you know, I've still got to maintain, my bills still go out the same as normal, so I've got to make sure that I've got enough money to pay those bills. So which means that for November I'm probably going to have to spend more time dedicated to my day job than to my YouTube channel. I know that sounds awful, but the money that I get in from my website and from angel donations and that kind of stuff kind of funds what I do for my YouTube channel. So all the videos that I produce, the 7 Days of Halloween series, all that kind of stuff, all the work that goes into those, the filming, the editing, the buying the resources, all that kind of stuff, takes me away from my day job. And if I can't sustain or maintain that equilibrium between income and outgoing, depending on the time that I'm spending on the YouTube channel, you know, something has to give. So unfortunately, for November, I'm probably going to have to cut back on the amount of videos that I do per week. So go back to 1 or 2 videos a week rather than 3 or 4 videos a week, or just not do 7 days of Christmas like I did last year, because I need to dedicate more time to actually making sure that I've got income coming in for paying the bills. So you know, I've done a lot of soul searching this morning, and you know, it's not a nice thing to have to do, but you know, when all's said and done, I've still got to make sure that there's food on the table and the mortgage gets paid and all that kind of stuff, and the money coming in for my YouTube channel, for the website and all that kind of stuff, just isn't enough to sustain it. So so yeah, so if I don't produce as many videos in November, you'll know why. It's because I've had to spend more time dedicating to actually creating money to pay my bills. So anyway, I'm at the supermarket. I'm talking of food. Mr. Bentley's out of dog meat and his biscuits, and we're out of bread. Stuff in the freezer's gone. So I just have to do a bit of shopping. So that's where I'm heading now. Oh, well, I'm at the supermarket now anyway. Look, somebody's all ready to go trick-or-treating. Look at that lovely bandana you've been sent.
Do you know what your outfit is?
What?
Great Dane.
Oh, he's going out.
Going as a Great Dane.
He's going as a Great Dane, is it?
Yes.
Right.
What are you doing? I don't want my glasses on.
Just feeding Mr. Bentley with carrots.
Yeah.
Spoiling him.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, devil dog. The eyes are all lit up again.
Oh yeah.
Cherry pie?
Yeah.
Get that quiet.
I was just thinking of myself.
Look at the dog. He's watching Grandma intently. Look.
I suppose you got any squirty cream, have you, Eileen?
Hmm?
You got any squirty cream?
No. lucky.
Excellent. I'll piece of that, please, Ali. Thank you.
You want it cold?
Yes, cold's fine, thank you. Johnson.
It's falling.
Can I squirt it, Ali? That's my favourite part. Thank you. I'll give it a good old shot. Ooh. Oh, thanks, Ali. That's lovely.
How come I didn't get offered any cherry pie?
I just asked you, do you want some? He said no.
I didn't say anything. Did you answer for me?
He asked for it.
I said, oh, can I have some?
Have you asked?
No.
I'll ask then and then you'll get it.
Some cherry pie?
No,
Yeah.
there's none left.
I can't make any tea cake. He's not biting.
No, it's not.
Tea cake, what?
I said without any plain flour, I can't make any of them large homemade tea cakes. And he never makes.
With the raisins in.
What?
Mixed fruit.
Belly Boos, what you doing?
There's still some left in it yet.
What?
Go slow.
So Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening, both Ian and myself went across with Mr. Bentley to visit Mum and Dad. And we had dinner with Mum and Dad. Ian then had to drop off one of his fantastic steampunk machines not far away from Mum and Dad live, so that's why Ian came with us. So he dropped that off, or we dropped him off I should say, and then I took Mum shopping, and then on the way back from shopping we picked Ian back up again, and we stayed till about 9 PM and then came home again like last night. So that's what happened on Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. This morning, 2nd of November, it's now currently 10:30, and I'm on my way to visit a subscriber. Now, Rachel reached out to me quite some time ago because she wanted to start vlogging like this, and she also wanted she didn't know how to go about it, so she sent me an email just asking some basic questions and asked me whether or not I'd be willing to help out get them started. So I suggested I actually popped in for a visit and answered any questions in person. It's not far away, so it's not an imposition for me or anything like that, and I'm happy to help where I can. So that's where I'm going to now, and I should be at Rachel's at around about 11 o'clock, so about half an hour's journey, so not far at all. So that's where I'm heading now. It's 9:22 on Friday the 3rd of November. I'm back in the car again. Yesterday's trip to see Rachel and Paul was very, very interesting. You know, lovely couple, and they're wanting to, like I said, branch out into vlogging, but don't know what to do, how to do it, what equipment to use, all that kind of stuff. So I just gave them a little bit of advice. Very, very nice couple, absolutely adorable. So it was my pleasure to help. Anyway, today it's kind of a busy-ish day. I'm just nipping down to the post office because I've run out of customs labels and I need them. So I'm just going to nip into the post office, and then I've got a couple of jobs to do. I need to get over to the printers today in Wetherby, so I need to do that. Ian has to go out and do a few errands too, so we're going to be kind of like jumping one out of the car, one in the car and off. So it's going to be kind of busy-ish kind of day today. So I picked up the print from Wetherby, now popped across to Harrogate, and as you can see, Art from the Heart. So that's all my jobs done for the morning. So now I've got to pick Ian back up because he's taken Mr. Bentley for a little bit of a wander, and then it's back home for lunch. Hello, little precious one. Hello, did you enjoy your little walk?
Been chasing the squirrels, chasing squirrels, took him off his lead, Thought I was going to run to the squirrel's nest, like running off looking for you.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, bless him.
Been whining as well.
Poor little lad. Eh, we're going for some din-dins now. Eh, we're going to get some din-dins. So it's now 2:30 and we've had lunch and I've come upstairs and I've done some admin work. I've also started to get ready for Saturday's mission inspiration. So I've done the video brief for this and I'm now just preparing and getting ready to actually do my project video for Saturday. And as you can hear, or you might be able to just hear that low grating rumbling noise. That's Ian in the garage underneath drilling. Noisy. It's 5 PM and I've just finished my project for the mission inspiration for November. So as you can see, there's a little bit of shimmer and shine and a bit of dazzle going on there. It's Saturday, 9:30. Ooh, that looks like I've got a halo above my head. Excuse the light. Let me move the camera, hang on. It's 9:30 on Saturday morning, and no matter where I put the camera, there seems to be some sort of glare anyway. I've just finished editing the last few bits and pieces for my mission inspiration for November, which I'm just rendering now, ready to upload, ready for 12 noon. So I'm all done for the day, really. I've just got a few bits and pieces to do that I want to create on the computer. So a little bit of development work that I need to do today, but apart from that, the day's my own, which makes a change.
The joys of dairy.
You're sharing a pot of yoghurt.
Yes, with Mr. Bentley. That's it. Give me a paw. Give me 5. Oh, thank you.
It's 10:30 on Sunday the 5th of November and I've just nipped into the garage to find some picture hooks to hang some pictures up on the wall. And I found that the postman had left a packet in the garage yesterday. A little Happy Mail package from Laura Grigane from Canada. So what I'll do, because it's not a huge packet, is I'll just switch over to my overhead camera and I'll show you what Laura sent me. So this is the packet that Laura sent. Her address appears twice, which is why there's 2 post-it notes. And I've just quickly slit open the top of the envelope just to make it a little bit easier. As you can see, Laura's decorated the envelope too with a little bit of stamping and a little bit of gold glimmer or even copper paint. I think it's copper paint. I like that stamp though. I think that might be one of those foam stamps, but right, let's pull this stuff out and see what Laura sent. Okay, nothing else in there. So images of Canada. Max a stash of food and supplies and also the direction home. It's a nice little postcard. Ottawa. That looks like that's a frozen river. The joy of winter, there you go, on the canal. Very good. And we have some napkins, serviettes, tissue papers, whatever you want to call them. Quite like that design. Like that. That'd be a nice background. Actually, that'd make a really nice kind of stencil, wouldn't it? With that kind of pattern on it. I don't think I've seen one like that before. Or maybe there is one out there already. Who knows? I may have to investigate. And then we've got some nice kind of ombre effect napkins. Lovely. And then, oh, that's actually printed on the napkin. Book text butterflies. How sweet. It's kind of like saving a job, isn't it? Like that. What we've got here. Does it say anything in particular? Oh, let's have a look. Choose joy. I always do. Look at that. Oh, wait, what? It's not your birthday, we'll keep the present. Haha, I like it. This is a little note, so excuse me if I just quickly read it off camera. Okay, so pretty much Laura's just saying it's a little package just to make me smile, not to clutter up your house with stuff you'll never use. She says the stamp's too big for her, but it reminded her of me so much, she just couldn't resist it. So, lovely. Hugs to you and Ian, kisses for Mr. Bentley, and I'll see you on YouTube. Love, Laura. Excellent, thank you, Laura. So, Quentin. It's a Prima stamp. Oh, wow. Crikey, that's a big one, if you'll excuse the phrase. Look at the size of that. Oh, rubber stamp as well. Exceptionally amazing. Quentin, so that must be a range of... Oh, yeah, look. So they've got different... Jamie Doherty, right. Cool, I'm sure I can incorporate this into an art journal page, even if I'm using Copics to colour him in. But cool, lovely, kind of steampunky. I haven't got my moustache to twirl quite like that just yet, Laura, but I can work on it. I can definitely work on it. That's superb. Thank you so much. They're not cheap either, Laura. Naughty. Right, okay, so what does this say? Fragile, open with care. Oh. Crumbs. Look at these. Die cuts. Made in England. And they're embossed. How lovely are those? Number 995. These are definitely from the 50s or 60s, aren't they? TWA, look. Trans World Airlines. Don't even know whether TWA is still going. How fabulous. Definitely from the 60s, I would have said. They're a definite relic, aren't they? Oh no, I really wouldn't know. I really wouldn't want... See, now these are one of those items that you get in your stash, either gifted, like this in this case, or you stumble upon it and you don't want to use them because they're quite rare, obviously, because they're from the 60s, but they're in pristine condition. Look at those beautiful colours, and you'd be loath to actually cut these up and actually use these in an art journal page, and then they'll be lost forever. So I think, for me, I'm of the opinion that this kind of stuff is better off being scanned, and then you use the printed scans and you keep the originals as pristine and as you know as originals, basically. Because look at those, the quality and the colours of those, and yet they are slightly embossed as well. I mean, look at those, they're absolutely stunning. Laura, I'm touched, very, very touched. Thank you so much for all this lovely stuff. In fact, let me just put that back on there. And they're going to get sandwiched and kept somewhere very, very safe. Once I've scanned them, of course. And of course, Mr. Quentin will definitely get used too. So again, Laura, thank you so much for sending me that lovely stash of Happy Mail. So I'm going to have to start training my moustache to twirl. I have to get some of that wax for it. Then I can really do it. Laura, thank you so much for that fantastic stamp and that lovely package. So Sunday is Sunday. I've got lots of laundry to catch up on. I've got some housework to do, and I'm hanging pictures all over the house. So I think that's going to be it for this week's That Was the Week That Was. Thank you for joining me and Mr. Bentley and Ian, and we'll see you all again next week. Bye for now.